My name is Daniel Cross, and I thought I was just weeks away from the happiest day of my life, until my fiancée told me she needed time to think. It happened 3 weeks before our wedding. We were sitting in our favorite cafe, the same place where I'd proposed to her a year earlier. The same corner table, the same smell of roasted coffee and cinnamon. Except this time, she wasn't smiling. Lena stirred her cup slowly, eyes unfocused. I could tell something was wrong. I asked softly, "What's on your mind?" She hesitated before whispering, "I don't think I can marry you yet, Daniel." The words hit me like a wave. "What do you mean?" I need time to think. To make sure I'm ready," she said, voice trembling. I sat there, stunned. "Ready?" "Lena, we've been together 5 years." "I know," she said quickly, "and I love you. I'm confused." "Confused about me?" Her eyes darted away. "About everything." I wanted to argue, to demand an explanation, but the way she looked, scared, unsure, stopped me. I swallowed hard. "Okay. If you need time, take it." She nodded, whispered, "Thank you," and left. The following week was brutal. I tried giving her space. No texts, no calls. I didn't want to push her away further. But silence has a way of eating at you. Every night I'd lie awake wondering what she was thinking. If she'd already decided. If she was seeing someone else. Friends told me to move on, that no one asks for time that close to a wedding unless they're having second thoughts. But I couldn't let go that easily. Then, one Friday night, I got a call from her sister, Maya. "Daniel, can you come over?" she asked quietly. "Lena's not doing great." I drove over immediately. When I arrived, Lena was sitting on her porch, wrapped in a blanket, eyes red from crying. Maya went inside to give us space. I sat next to her and said softly, "You don't owe me anything, Lena. But I need to understand." She looked up at me with trembling lips. "It's not you. It's me. I keep thinking, what if I'm not enough for you? What if I fail?" I blinked, stunned. "Fail? At what?" "At us," she whispered. "You've always been so sure, so stable. I'm terrified I'll disappoint you." I took a deep breath. "Lena, marriage isn't about perfection. It's about walking together, even when we trip." She didn't respond. Just looked at me with tearful eyes, then said, "I need to find myself first." "I'm sorry." I wanted to be angry. But instead, I nodded. "Then find yourself. I'll be here, for now." I left quietly, heart heavy but strangely calm. Months passed. We didn't speak much, except for the occasional text. I poured myself into work, tried to rebuild my focus. Friends introduced me to new people, but I wasn't ready. Then one day, out of nowhere, I got an email from Lena. "Daniel, I owe you an explanation. Can we meet?" I agreed. We met at that same cafe again. When she walked in, she looked different, lighter somehow, like she'd been through a storm and found her way out. "Thank you for coming," she said softly. I nodded. "What did you want to tell me?" She took a deep breath. "I didn't leave because I stopped loving you. I left because I didn't love myself enough. I kept feeling like I was just living in your shadow. You were achieving so much, your job, your calm, your confidence, and I was still trying to figure out who I was." I sat quietly, letting her speak. "I went to therapy," she continued. "Started traveling a bit, volunteering, even took a photography course. For the first time, I feel like I know who I am." I smiled faintly. "That's good, Lena. I'm happy for you." She hesitated. "Daniel, I still love you. I don't expect you to wait, but if there's still a chance." I held up my hand gently. "You don't need to finish that sentence." She looked at me, hopeful. "So, there's a chance?" I smiled sadly. "You needed time to find yourself. I needed time to realize I can't pause my life for someone else. I'm glad you found peace. Truly. But I've moved forward too." Her eyes shimmered, but she nodded slowly. "You always were the steady one." I stood, leaving enough cash for both our drinks. "Take care of yourself, Lena." I'll always wish you well. As I walked out into the evening air, I realized something powerful. Sometimes love doesn't end with anger or betrayal. Sometimes it ends with understanding. People think time apart will always bring two hearts back together. But sometimes it brings clarity and closure. And that's what I finally had. Not the wedding I once imagined, but peace. And honestly, that was enough.